Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So today I brought you an empties video and I'm pretty sure this is my first empties of the year. I think my last one was about like previous year's empties and like a recap and kind of thing, so I don't think I had an empties so far. So it's really exciting. I have my bag with me. Ugh. It's quite full and it has 101 Dalmatians on it, which matches my quite cool Cruella top that's just from Primark, but I really loved it the other day. So it's my favorite Disney movie, if you couldn't guess, as in like the original 101 Dalmatians. So, you know, not sure you needed to know that, but here we are anyway. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into the empties just because I have a lot of it. If you haven't seen any of my empties before, I go through all the products and then after that I will try to go in categories, and after that I will let you know how much they are worth, just as an interesting little bit I quite like to know. And yeah, let's jump into it. Oops. Okay, so I decided at first we can just go through a few little sample products that I used up. Now for these I'm not really giving up any value to my total unless it came part of a package that I purchased or something. In that case I will try to sort of calculate how much I spent on it, but for most of it I haven't really paid anything, obviously. So one of them is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. It just came as a sample for a few, I think 4 different products. Now I could only use 150W, which actually was not too bad of a match, and I really enjoy this foundation. So once I can go into store, I think in London it's on the Selfridges, I would definitely purchase this, or maybe I can see on Beauty Bay or on their website if I can match myself. Sometimes when they have descriptions it helps, so you can actually match yourself pretty well and purchase a foundation, so we'll see. But I really enjoyed this. It gave me good coverage, my skin looked nice, it didn't feel too heavy, so I really enjoyed this. It just came, I think, with like a Feel Unique purchase or whatever it came with. Then I have a little sample from Herbivore, is that how you pronounce it? I think so, and the product is called, wow, Bakuchi, oh, Bakucho. I have no clue how you would pronounce that. I don't know, can you tell me? I clearly have no clue. I really enjoy this. Is it something I would spend money on? I don't know, it's hard to tell based on a little sample, but it was just a nice hydrating oil. I quite like those to apply, you know, before my moisturizer, so it was nice. Did it do something? I never think like such a tiny sample by itself is enough to tell, really. Not with skincare, but it was nice while it lasted. Then I have the Avedo Nutriplenish Leave-In Conditioner. Now this one I actually really liked, and I have the same line conditioner and I really enjoy it so far. In general, I quite like Avedo products. You heard me talk about them quite a few times before, so I don't think, you know, this will come as any surprise. What I would say though, would I buy this full size? I don't think so, but they have like a conditioning oil in the same line. Now that I definitely wanted to get, but I have quite a few hair oils at the moment, and from those you don't need a lot in one go, so I'm holding off. But I will definitely get the oil version of it. Then I have a makeup item, which is the Clinique Skinny Stick. This was just a black eyeliner that I got with an order, and I'm sure you've seen me use this in which project pan? I'm not too sure. I will find out and leave it on the screen and link it in the cards, but I used this up. It really just had the smallest amount of black eyeliner in there. It was nice. Was it anything special? Honestly, no, but you know, it was fun while it lasted. And then the only thing that I'm gonna count some sort of money for is my Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo, because I bought this as part of a kit. It came with a dry shampoo, a conditioner, and like I think it had like a little serum in there in a sachet. I finished those already, but I just finished this, well, quite a while ago. I've been collecting these for a while, and again, it was okay. Was it anything special? No. Did it trump my Avedo shampoo? I don't think so, but you know, it was okay, I guess. But I'm not gonna run out to purchase a full size of that, if I'm honest. I like my Aveda, what can I say? And now we're gonna swiftly move on to body care, and there's quite a few different things in this category. The first thing I want to talk about is something that you've seen me again use before. It's literally like 70p or something ridiculous, and I love it. It's the Sainsbury's bath cream, and this is just basically a bubble bath. It smells like clean laundry, which I don't know if anyone wants, or like clean soap, which I don't know if it's something that, you know, everyone wants from their bath product, but I love it. Sorry, I keep looking at the window as well because we have a few people working on our roofs, and sometimes they just pop up in front of my window and I think it would be a bit embarrassing, so yay. This is literally 70p for 1 litre. It lasted me a long time, and I already have another one in my bath. I do like fancy bath bombs and bubble baths, as you will see in a minute, but I also really love cheap thrills like this. It just, you know, it foams up really nicely, it makes my bath smell amazing, and it's cheap and cheerful. Probably, you know, it doesn't have any added benefits, but if I just want bubbles, and 90% of the time I'm easy to impress, I just want bubbles, that's perfect for it. And then when we are talking about, you know, more expensive bubbles, I kept a Lush bag. Oh my god, it smells like the store. Ah, it smells so good. But anyway, I kept this because I had 2 bubble baths. Now obviously I can't show it to you, but I can pop it on the screen there. So one of them was the Berry Comforter, I think it's called. It's like this purple bubble bar with white swirls in it. It smells like berries. I love it, and I feel like those make my skin a little bit softer as well. It smells heavenly. I love it, and usually, you know, if I crumble it properly, can you crumble bubble bars properly? Can I talk? I don't know, but you know, if I make sure that I only use what I need, I can get like good 4 or 5 baths out of it with amazing bubbles. And sometimes I even mix my bubble bars with this just for even more bubbles, because that's how much of a kid I am, and it worked out perfectly. So I used up that one. That one I repurchased many times. And then the other one I got last time, which was a first time purchase, is the Sleep, I think it's called. It looks like a cloud. It's pastel-y, rainbow kind of colors. That one was really nice too. My favorite is still the berry one. I really like berry flavors, but I would probably purchase both of them again. And again, the berry one I repurchased many times before. I love that thing. I love Lush in general. I don't have anything from Lush at home at the moment, but I'm sure at some point I'm gonna go back to the store to get a few things. Usually I treat myself to Lush bath bombs around the winter time, just because that's when I take more baths, so it just makes more sense, and then I just gradually, you know, use it up as we go along in the year. But those I would definitely recommend 100%. I really like them. And then one more bath kind of purchase. I don't know if it's lame to mention, but I wanted to mention anyway. Now this is not technically empty, I'm still using it, but it's the Ramer sponges. So as the name suggests, it's just a bath sponge, but it's one of those that it came in this plastic seal and it was already wet and it was really soft, but then when it dries it becomes a bit more hard, I guess. But it's really nice. I got a yellow one because yellow is my favorite color. And my boyfriend laughs at me because I paid £3 for it, for a pre-moistened yellow sponge. But yeah, it just felt so soft when I touched it, you know, in the shop. And since then I use it, I love it. It leathers up my body washes perfectly. And it's just a joy to use, so what can I say? I'm easily sucked in, clearly. Next up is a body product that is not necessarily empty, but I had to sort of switch it over. And it's the Bondi Sense SPF 30. I already repurchased this for a holiday this year. I would say it's about half empty, but I bought it not last year, but the year before. And the shelf life on this is a 1 year, and I still used it last year, but this year I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna protect my skin anymore. It's a bit of a waste, but I just have to get rid of it. I really like it. It's water resistant. It says it smells like coconut. I guess so. It's not your typical coconut scent type, but I really like Bondi Sense products to start with. It's really nice. I'm so sorry. It's really nice. I really enjoy it, and yeah, I repurchased it already just to make sure that, you know, I get proper protection, because while I might use my makeup products for a while, when it comes to skincare, especially something like SPF that supports, you know, supposed to protect my skin, I want to make sure that it still gives me proper protection, because even though it still smells fine, it feels fine on the skin, I know that because the shelf life is 12 months and it's been open since then, it might not give me the same amount of protection. So guys, just switch over your SPF, don't play with it, just switch it over. Now the last body care products are two of these Sunday Rain So Soft peeling foot mask. And I have two because I had one and then my boyfriend used one. It's supposed to smell like watermelon. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the smell of it. I don't think there was a lot of scent to it. But, you know, it did its job. I think they were like £4 each, and my boyfriend said he wants to try one of these with me. It was a bit disgusting, as always, you know, but it's a peeling foot mask. It did its job. Now, I don't think I love it as much as there was another one I used before. I don't exactly remember the name, but I have a blog post about it every once in a while when I remember to write on my blog. So I'm gonna leave that below. But yeah, it did its job. It made our feet peel. It made our feet disgusting. And if you can hear construction noises, I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. Hopefully it's not too bothering. The last item that is like borderline body care or self-care, I guess, is the Eden perfume, and mine is in the number 309, and this is supposed to smell like Marc Jacobs Daisy, and it's pretty darn close. Now I don't know. I love Eden perfumes. I had another one that smelled like Burberry Body, or is this the one that's supposed to smell like Burberry Body? No, this is the one that's supposed to smell like Burberry Body, and I had another one that smelled like Daisy. I'm pretty sure that's the one I gave to my mum. But I'm gonna reorder both, and I just seen that they have a new one that now smells like the Jo Malone Peony and Blush. So basically what this brand does is it takes designer perfumes, makes their own version, but they're cruelty free, and that is the main reason why I buy from them. It's not necessarily because I want cheaper designer perfumes. I don't think they quite last as long, as initially they don't necessarily smell like it, but as they settle on your body, exactly the same. And this one is, how many mils? 30 mils for £18. They are a Brighton based family company, so you support a small business as well. Now obviously I think you can only use them if you're in the UK, but if you're looking for nice cruelty free perfumes, if you type in their search bar which designer perfume you're looking for, then they're gonna give you an option in the search bar what their equivalent is. They have quite a few different scents. And I really like it. And they also have a recycle program where you can send back the bottles via post and then they will refill it for you. So, you know, that's quite a nice system. They have different sizes as well. I only ordered a 30ml one, but I think going forward now, because I know I like them, I can order the bigger ones. But I use this up as well, so, you know, it's clearly a nice dupe. And I find it really hard to find cruelty-free perfumes because there's not many, and then the ones that there are, some of them are like Le Labo. They are like 150 quid for the smallest of bottles, so you know, it's not that purse friendly. Anyway, moving on to skincare, I have two sheet masks from Garnier. Oh my god, I'm so happy that Garnier is cruelty free. To me, that's such a huge news. I repurchased quite a few. I'm looking around in the room because I have already dotted around quite a few Garnier products. It makes me really happy. But these are two of the Ampoule sheet masks. One is a vitamin C one. The other one is a hyaluronic acid one. And now I'm never too sure whether sheet masks actually work or do something, but they always make my skin a bit softer. And, you know, they're just a nice kind of self-care item. Usually you can buy these on some sort of deal in like Superdrug or Boots, or even they are on ASOS. So, you know, if you're shopping for clothes, they're not expensive. You can just add one to your cart. Or even, you know, in Sainsbury's, that's why I quite love Garnier, because they are quite accessible. And these were really nice to try. I have quite a few different ones I'm going to take on holiday with us. And then next up we have the Nip and Fab exfoliating glycolic scrub fix. What a name. And now this is a facial exfoliator. It was, well, I think it's a physical and a chemical exfoliator, because while it was a bit gritty, it also has glycolic acid in there, hence it's called glycolic scrub. I actually really enjoy this. I have another face scrub at the moment from Colourpop actually. So I'm gonna use that up first, but I really enjoyed this, and this lasted me for ages. Even though it's only 75 mils, I use it roughly about once a week. I don't like to over exfoliate, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed it, and I don't think it's, you know, massively breaking the bank either. I quite like Nip and Fab as a brand. I haven't tried too many things, but if there's one thing I recommend, it's definitely this exfoliator for your face. It's really nice. Then I have a micellar water. This is the Burt's Bees Micellar Cleansing Water 3-in-1. Now, I don't really use micellar water anymore as part of like my cleansing routine, but I like to use it at my makeup table if I just quickly want to take off my makeup before dinner and then I'm going to do proper cleansing after it, because sometimes when you get home late, you know, you just want to get off most of it to start with. But I always recommend to use like a proper cleanser as well. This was really nice because it didn't sting my eyes, it didn't leave my skin feeling itchy or, you know, tight or anything like that. I also quite like to use micellar water if I'm sitting at my table. I usually do my eye makeup first, and you know, sometimes I'm not happy with it at the first go. So this is nice just to remove it and then start again. And I would definitely recommend it. Now, I don't think this is really widely accessible, or that quite a lot of pharmacies stock Burt's Bees, but this is definitely something I would happily repurchase. And then as a next step, I guess, if you want to go in order, I have the Aveda Botanical Kinetics Skin Toning Agent. Now, this was a toner that I really enjoyed. I would happily repurchase this in the future, and it was really handy because while most toners you need like a cotton pad, this comes with a pump. So you can just, you know, spritz it on your face, pat it in with your fingers, wait till it dries, and then go in with your moisturizer. So that was quite a lovely aspect of it, and I would happily repurchase this in the future. I try to remember if this is my second bottle or my first, but again, I think I will repurchase this in the future. Again, with toners, it's one of those things that I'm not sure if it does too much, but I still like to incorporate it in my skincare, and you know, it just feels nice in the morning to just take a few minutes just to look after your skin. Moisturizer wise, I have two from Pixi. I have the H2O Skin Drink. Sorry, I cut both of them apart, so I'm trying to read the name. Now, this one was something that I use it in the morning, but I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do. Yeah, use AM daily. I don't think I would repurchase this. It was okay, but it's more like a jelly type moisturizer, and I never feel like they're quite enough for my skin. And also, this almost left like a really weird film on my skin, like it never fully sank in. Oh, I'm sorry, my foot is going to sleep. So yeah, that one I'm not too fussed about, if I'm honest. But the other one is called Beauty Sleep Cream. This was a night cream. Yes, use PM daily, and I love it. This made my skin so soft, it felt so nice. It sank in my skin, you know, evenly and quite quickly, but I could feel it making my skin hydrated. So this is definitely something I would repurchase. The H2O one, no, but the Beauty Sleep Cream, this definitely gets a thumbs up from me. The last skincare item is this Body Shop Watermelon Born Lippy Lip Balm. This is so old. Yeah, it was high time for me to use it up. I still have another one, but I'm happy I'm making, you know, a good progress on my lip balm stash. If one thing the pandemic and masks are good for, it's for me to actually use my lip balms rather than my lipsticks. And I kept it mainly by my bedside, so I can just pop it on before going to bed, or if in the morning while I was doing, you know, like getting dressed and making breakfast and all that, this sat on my lip. It's nothing to write home about, but at this point I'm sure all of us tried this lip balm. It's been on the market for ages. It was okay. It was okay. The only hair care item I have is the Happy Naturals Soothing Shampoo. It's with sea minerals and aloe. I feel like it was a bit too hydrating for my hair, so I use it a few times, but by the end I mix it with my Dr. Bronner's shampoo, and I use it to hydrate my brushes when I'm cleaning them. Yeah, it was not my favorite on my hair. Now, I picked it up because It's free from parabens, petrochemicals, sulfates and silicones. And it's also said that it's gonna gently cleanse and soothe sensitive scalp. And it's 97% natural. So my scalp can be a bit funny sometimes, like a bit, I don't know if irritable is the right word, but yeah, my scalp can be funny sometimes. So I thought it's worth a try. Did I like it? Not really, but you know, I gave it a go, and at the end I still use it up, just repurposing it to clean my brushes with. So if you have a shampoo that's quite gentle and you don't like it, use it for my makeup brushes. Well, not mine, yours. But you know, just try to repurpose it. I'm sure you can find another way to use it. Before we talk about the makeup, which I usually am most excited about makeup, I have a few nail polishes to mention. So first is the Revolution Speed and Shine Top Coat. I repurchased this already. Is it speedy? I don't know. Is it shiny? Yes, it's nice. That's what I have on my nails as well at the moment. I'm not gonna scoot in closer because I need to redo them. But I do like this top coat. Obviously, I repurchased this, so you know, it's good enough. Cheap and cheerful, it does its job. Then next up is the Essence Shine Last and Go nail polish in the shade... what's the shade? Millennial Pink. How fitting. I do like a pastel pink. This was nice, although I find that with Essence nail polishes, sometimes you have to apply more than one layer, and then sometimes by the time you layer it, it can become a bit goopy. As I mentioned, I don't know if my camera cut it off, it can become a bit goopy sometimes, so you need to find a way how to use it, but once you used it and you find how it works, you know, they work really easily, and again, they are cheap and cheerful, they work really nice. And then I have a Berry M top coat. This is the shade, I think, Marshmallow? Yeah, Marshmallow. Now this one I got rid of because I'm not sure how much you can see. It's this clear polish with little pink bits swimming in it. And it used to be clear once upon a time. But now, every time I opened it, the clear bit turned a bit yellow. So it sort of changed the color of the nail polish that I had under it. And like the top coat that I used was fairly new. This one was getting old, but you know, it still worked perfectly. And even this one, it worked. But the base coat of it changed color, so it was not clear anymore. It had this like yellowy tint to it. And I'm just like, you know what, I had it for too long. I didn't particularly enjoy using it towards the end anyway. So I decided to get rid of it. I cannot deal with it. I cannot deal with it. And the last one I have here is from P2 Color Victim Nail Polish. And this is in the shade Feel Tropical. Now I don't know, I think there was like a P2 stand in England. I also bought a few of these when I was living in Germany back in the day. They are really nice, and then some of them are left for me from my friend. So, you know, I have a few. This is a really nice bright orange. I don't have anything like this in my collection at the moment, so I would like to purchase like a bright orange. But with nail polishes, like any of these apart from the top coat, I quite like to try different things. So, you know, I'm never really too bothered to repurchase things, if I'm honest, not when it comes to nail polish. But now we're gonna finally move on to makeup. So first I have a setting spray. This is the Revolution Glass Glow Fix Ultimate Glow Dewy Fixing Spray. Now, it was nice to use if I felt like my complexion got a bit too powdery. It did its job. Did it actually make my makeup last longer? I'm not sure. Would I repurchase this? I'm not sure. Again, the mister on this, like the spray, it was okay. Oh, it's a bit coming out. The smell of it though, it smells like chemicals. It's really strange. Not my favorite. Not my favorite, but I used it up. You know, I really just resprayed it like it's going to do anything. I'm not sure it did. But I used it up anyway. It was nice enough to finish it. Then, slightly few unexciting products. One is the Gosh Boombastic Overdose Mascara. I don't think I would repurchase this. It's just, I don't know. It was weird. It didn't coat my lashes properly. Because it has a plastic wand, I started to realize I used to think I love plastic ones. But now I think I might prefer a traditional one because every time I use a plastic one, it almost hurts my eyes. So this one, I used it. and I'm not gonna miss it. And then something though that was quite nice, but I'm not sure I'm gonna repurchase, is the Boutique Eyebrow Defining Gel. And now that I bought the Anastasia one, I realized that that one is like glue. It's just a clear eyebrow gel from Anastasia, not like the new brow freeze stuff. But that's what I have on today, and it just keeps my eyebrows in place, but it still doesn't really make them feel crispy. This one, it was on them. Did it keep them in place? Not really. It was still nice to like brush up my hair and give them a bit more of a, well, I don't really know, like a brush through effect, I guess, but it didn't necessarily keep them in place. And just like on my hair, I have quite a lot of eyebrow hairs. They can be unruly, so I need something to keep them in place. And I always bought these from the drugstore, but the more I use drugstore ones, and then now I purchased a few high-end ones, I realized that those ones actually keep my hair in place. Whereas this one brushes them through, but it doesn't necessarily keep them in place, if it makes sense. So it was nice. I'm glad I bought it. It was like £1.50, so it didn't break the bank. But, you know, I finished it and we're saying goodbye to it. Well, the rest of the products I'm sure you've seen in project pens, but I'm going to talk you through them anyway in case you haven't seen my project pens. I have two paint pots here by MAC, and these both came to the end of their lives, so they are not finished, so I guess they're not technically empty, but you know, they've been used and abused and loved. The first one is in the shade Groundwork. I used to love this because it gave a little color to my eye, but not too much. Will my camera focus? Yeah, there we go. So I hit pen on both of these that I'm going to show you. I just re-smoothed them, and yeah, this definitely smells off, so it has to go. But you know, we had many happy years together, and again, I hit pen in it, so it's not like I never used it at all. Same with Perky, which is a more peachy color. I hit pen in this once and then remixed it. And this is a more peachy kind of color, and when I put it in my, I'm pretty sure Partners in Cream, I just realized that while it's a beautiful color, it doesn't really hold my eyeshadow in place anymore. Like every time I applied eyeshadow on top of it, my eyes creased, and I love my eyeshadows. And I realized, you know what am I doing? I have so many eyeshadow primers, why am I using something that's not even doing its job? It's just ruining the favorite part of my makeup, which is eyeshadow. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Nuh-uh. Then one item that I mainly use as a nail topper, if you remember, again, if you've seen my project pens, if not, I will link them below. But it's the Illamasqua Broken Gel Eyeshadow in the shade Silver. Now, this was just like a really clear gloss or like gel with silver bits of like glitter flecks, or I'm not even sure what to call them. It came with an applicator, but I broke it, and I didn't really use it on my eyes because I didn't really enjoy it that way. I tried it as a highlighter, it was too chunky, so I ended up using it on my nails. So again, just like with a shampoo, if it doesn't work for you, try to repurpose it. So how I use it on my nails, because it's a cream eyeshadow, I did my base color, I let it fully dry, and then I brushed this on, gave it a few seconds again, or like a few minutes, you know, just to settle down a little bit more. And then I sealed it in with a clear top coat. Hold on. Alright, sorry, had to help the builders. But anyway, as I mentioned, you know, if you can't use it to its intended purpose because it doesn't work on you, try to find it another way. So that was quite nice. Hold on, I'm out of breath. Oh my god, I can't run up and down the stairs anymore. Alright, last few items. Again, this one you see in the project, this is my Becca... Oh, hold on, phone ringing. Oh my god, I have a few products left. Hello! As I was trying to say, I have the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer as well. This is in the shade Light. I also have Porcelain and Fair. And I am still really sad that Becca is going. I tried to buy Porcelain, which is the lightest one, even though I still have one. They don't have any of the light shades anymore left anywhere in the UK where I looked. So if anyone knows a good dupe that's still cruelty free for the Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer, please don't hold it in. I love to know, because it's light but it still covers. And I tried the new Fenty concealer, whatever it's called. I like it. I was hoping it's going to be, you know, good for a dupe for this, but it's more like the Becca Ignite, whatever, not Ignite. The Becca... I dropped that. Oh my god, what's that concealer called? I'm gonna put it in the screen. I cannot remember. But the new Fenty one is more like that concealer. So I'm still looking for a dupe for this, but I loved it. I have 2 more shades that are lighter than this. But I wanted to finish this one first because this one was the oldest one. And God knows I have way too many concealers, but you know, this is perfection. And then I have a bronzer, which is the Fenty Beauty Shady Biz bronzer. Now this is just a mini I picked up in the kit. And the formula I really liked. And I wanted to love this because I know a lot of people love it. But it was just... the color was just a bit off. So I think it's the color. I don't think it's the formula. I like the formula. But the color was just not it for me. But I really want to try next the Fenty Cream Bronzer. I love cream bronzer. And since Charlotte Tilbury stopped making the Beach Stick, that was my favorite bronzer in Ibiza, I'm still looking for a cream bronzer. So, you know, that will be my next. Today I just have on the Fenty Match Stick. That's a highlighter, but on me that shade is a bronzer. That came actually in a kit with this. And then I have a £3 Essence bronzer on top of it, and I love that color. So, you know, once I use up that Fenty one, I want to buy the Fenty Cream Bronzers that's in a packaging like this, just bigger. Those look really promising. But yeah, formula, great. Color, not so much. And then the last 2 things I have in here are teeny tiny beauty blenders. This is from Real Techniques. This is from actual Beauty Blender. They are teeny tiny beauty sponges. Now, they both get a little bit bigger once they soak up some water. And these are perfect either for like under the eye or for like a liquid or cream highlighter to just strategically pat on the top of the cheekbone for like an eyeshadow primer. You know, there are many uses for these. And these 2 are just overly used and abused and at the end of their life. But, you know, I quite like these little ones. For a while I remember I was thinking, what the hell am I going to use them for? Also, sometimes I even use them for cream bronzer, although for that it's a little bit small. But I like them. I have quite a few more. I think I have like another one of these Real Techniques one as well that's coming close to... Oops, that dropped it, the end of its life. But that's it. I feel a bit... I don't know, I just finished my coffee. So that's what might have made me a bit hyper, I don't know. But that's it for today. Oops, wardrobe. Sorry of my hyper mood. But yeah, that's all my empties for today. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And hold on, I did not tell you how much they cost. Oh my god, I need to get it together. So in total, this is one of my smallest empties I think so far. Even though I've been collecting them since, when did I come back to YouTube? March, April, one of those. So it's quite small. And the total is £278.39, which I don't know why. To me that seems quite small, but I double counted it. It's the right amount. And then my makeup total out of that is actually quite substantial. I had quite a few makeup items in here. And it's £101.90, and that's without the beauty blenders because those are tools, so I didn't really count it in the makeup. But again, most makeup items that I finished, apart from maybe the one brow gel and the setting spray, they were all quite high-end. You know, the Becca concealer, the MAC paint pots, the Fenty bronzer. So those do add up. So almost, well, not half, but quite, like at least a third of these empties were makeup, which is quite huge because I don't often have that many makeup empties. And I'm really trying to make sure that I circle and cycle through my makeup as well recently. Especially complexion products, like obviously with eyeshadows. 1, that's my favorite, that's my vice, so I have way too much of it. But 2, eyeshadows take notoriously long to use up, but I try to make sure to at least circle through my complexion products. I'm trying to be better at it because I love purchasing them. Makeup makes me happy, so you know, I try to make sure to give them as much love as possible. But yeah, let me know, what have you used up recently? And what is, you know what I would love to know, because to me that's a true testament that you love it. What's the one product that you repurchase over and over and over again, whether it's makeup, skincare, hair care? I would love to know. But for now, I can actually say goodbye. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please, please, please consider subscribing to me. I would love to have you as part of this little community. I had a few new subscribers lately as well, so if you're one of those people, thank you, and hope you enjoy the content. But for now, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!